And to South Korea now, where President Yoon Yeol was indicted on insurrection allegations, the first time a sitting president has faced criminal charges in the country. Mr. Yoon has been under investigation and detained over his botched December attempt to impose martial law, plunging his country into political chaos. He has been suspended from office while a court mulls whether to remove him permanently. But throughout this crisis, Yoon has been outspoken in his opposition to the probe, and his approval rating, which was actually at rock bottom, has somewhat rebounded since his arrest, not unlike another world leader. But Yoon has the example of Trump, who has been very vocal throughout his legal travails, is what some experts are arguing. Here are the details.
South Korean prosecutors have officially indicted impeached President Yoon on charges of leading an insurrection tied to his brief and controversial declaration of martial law in December 3rd. Yoon is accused of being the ringleader of an insurrection, a charge never brought before against a sitting South Korean president, and it's a serious one. If convicted, Yoon faces life imprisonment or even the death penalty, although South Korea has not executed anyone in decades. The indictment comes after Yoon became the first sitting president in South Korean history to be arrested on January 15th. After a tense standoff, prosecutors finally forced him to surrender at his residence. Now, South Korea's top court has the high-stakes job of deciding whether Yoon should be removed from office or have his powers reinstated. A ruling is expected within the next 6 months, and if Yoon is ousted, a new election would be held within 60 days. Yoon's martial law triggered a political firestorm shaking South Korea's government and economy. The prime minister was also impeached and suspended, and several senior military officials are now facing charges linked to the alleged insurrection. Yoon has denied all charges, insisting his martial law was a legitimate act to protect the country. He claims the measure was necessary to expose what he sees as the dangers of a liberal-controlled National Assembly. The political drama in South Korea is far from over. For now, the world watches as this unprecedented case unfolds. Samia Afsar, NDTV World.
Further clarity on what's happening as far as South Korea is concerned, we have with us Ray Locker. As always, Ray, thanks so much for joining us. What does Yoon Yeol's indictment on insurrection charges actually mean for South Korea's political landscape, given it's the first time a sitting president has faced criminal charges?
It means continued instability in South Korea, a country that's important to the Western alliance because of its neighboring, its border with North Korea, its proximity to China. And it's something that we, from our perspective, we just can't afford to have.
Right, Ray. Also, Mr. Yoon's situation has actually been compared to Donald Trump's legal battles. Do you think this comparison's valid? And also, how might Yoon's vocal opposition to the investigation impact his future then?
Well, I think it's very valid. I mean, I think Donald Trump should be in a position that Yoon is in right now. He should have gotten bounced out of office in 2021 after January 6th riots. He should have been impeached then. He should not have been able to run for re-election last year. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I think South Korea is doing it the right way.
Well, Ray, let's wait and watch what happens as far as South Korea is concerned. There is a crisis breaking out as we speak. We will, of course, revert to you for regular updates on the entire drama that's unfolding in South Korea.